Hey, good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. I'm gonna start just doing one reading during the weekend, and I'm gonna use the Runik Tarot for what we are leaving behind from last week, and the Black Cat will tell us what's going on in the upcoming week. It won't be too long because I'll combine them. Overall, it should be pretty quick, and then I think I'm also gonna take maybe a day off during the week too. I mean, I've been recording every day. I think I'm overdoing myself. Um, let me take a second here. What are we leaving behind from last week, please? What are we leaving behind? And I don't light my candles on the weekend because I'm getting ready to leave, and one time I forgot to blow them out. So if, if I'm getting ready to leave the house like shortly after the reading, I won't light them, just out of safety reasons. I get in a hurry. Okay, what do we need to know about what we're leaving behind? Okay, so what are we leaving behind? Three cards, please. Whoa. Okay, good going. Um, Three of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Magician. Why? What's guiding us? Challenge. What we don't see. Okay. So what we're leaving behind, Three of Cups, Queen of Wands, Magician. Why? Ten of Cups. What's guiding us? Four of Pentacles. Challenge the Hierophant. What we don't see is Six of Cups. And the next step is the Fool. New adventure, guys. King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is probably, I feel like it is either a situation or a person, and it has to do probably with work, project, home. I would say that there's been um, yeah, I mean, well, let's get into the reading a little bit and it might make sense. So what we're leaving behind is Three of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Magician. I feel like this is something like we've been really celebrating, something um, that we thought would bring us, like we were really motivated and we were celebrating this and we felt like we were really coming together with something. And the Magician tells me that it was something that you really had to kind of like put your all into. I don't think I don't feel like you're leaving it, because it's not. I think it's just the journey going forward. I feel like this is more about the situation itself. Maybe I mean we'll keep going, but I do feel like so. Three of Cups celebration, and I do feel like in this card it's celebration. It's a coming together. The Queen of Wands is all about motivation, passion, but also energy as well. So there's been something that you were really energetic about that had to do with probably a group of people, more than one. And the Magician tells me that you've had to dig into your toolbox a little bit to see, to use different skills that maybe you're not used to. But it also feels like I don't think it's clarify the Magician. It feels like maybe it could be something that. So I got Three of Wands, Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands. Yeah, I mean, this, I think it is. I think it's about something that you've become. It is. It's about, you've had to, tell yourself you can do this. It's something that's out of like your normal thing because the Three of Wands means that, things were progressing, seeing your ships come in, but there's been some clarity with the Ace of Swords, and also you've had to really like kind of defend yourself a little bit. So I feel like it has to do with that. And I feel like the why, the Ten of Cups, is I think like there is this feeling of something kind of really cool developing. You really want a deeper relationship. You really want, um, it almost feels like a relationship, but it could be a relationship with your work, your project. So in other words, if you look at this, it's the 10 of cups. They're all celebrating, but to me there's a comfort level here too. Like you're looking for comfort. You're looking for a safe place, but that can be in the work environment as well. And so anyway, I think that you're looking for this. And this deck, I feel I've never read the Ten of Cups in this deck, but it looks more like a celebration than a relationship, right? Because the the Ten of Cups in the Rider White's like, happy relationship type thing, but I've never really looked at it in this one. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, all is well. Enjoy the family company, emotional completion, expressing gratitude. So I think that's what it is. That could be what it is. Like there may have been something that really kind of it with the having to defend yourself piece, so the 7 of Wands and the clarification. This feels like, you know what, I've got to just find that that feeling of gratitude, something that's just really going to make me feel whole and good. And I feel like the 4 of Pentacles is what's leading you, like what's guiding you. And in this deck it's all about, like you've collected all of the things. You've collected resources, you've collected knowledge from, your ancestors or your people that are above you, whatever that is. And I feel like you're grabbing all of that and you're holding on to it because you know that there's something out there that's very special. The challenge is, I think, like kind of being true to yourself too, though. It's a reminder. So the Hierophant, right, can be about commitment and can be about spiritual things, and a spiritual leader. But I feel like the challenge is in a sense of leading yourself to to show that you are in, a place where you're supposed to be. Like, it's almost like being true to yourself. It's really strange. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling. What you don't see is the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups tells me that there is a something from the past is working its magic behind the scenes here, and you don't see that. And I do feel like it's magic. I feel like there's something happening that you don't see. And when I say magic, I mean really surprising, um, and it's like coming true from the heart, not from a place of just work or I feel like I'm rambling, but I feel like it's a little difficult. But I do. I feel like that. I feel like it's like, I don't know. I have to go with my gut, and my gut feels like this is kind of like a magic. And again, it's happening behind the scenes. You don't see it. I feel like someone maybe from your past is helping create things for you, or you're having an inkling from the past that brings back a magic moment. And that magic moment is not necessarily a positive moment. What that magic moment is a magic realization moment. Like, okay, I can learn from that. Or, like, I don't know, setting things straight almost. But it feels magic to me because I feel like it's really important. And, but I feel like there is something happening behind the scenes that you're going to say, okay, that makes complete sense. It's almost like you go, oh, that's why all this shit was happening. Like, like it gives you this aha moment about some of the things that you've been through, or if the situation about, something coming together and feeling really motivated about it, if it felt kind of funky or it felt like there was something happening behind the scenes. And then that brings to light and you're going to go, oh my gosh, that's why all of this has happened. But the destiny is the Fool, right? So there is a new adventure coming. And I think I like this. I mean, I feel like this new adventure is important because Can you tell me more about the Fool, please? Coming together, learning. Oh, 2 pages. Interesting. So I feel like, yeah, you're going to learn some new things, and you're going to learn some things, I think, about maybe a relationship, or you will come together with this. But it comes from page energy, so there is this kind of innocence to it too. And it could be as well as a little bit immature. Um, but I think that's good because the Fool is all about kind of being a little bit immature. It's taking that leap of faith where you're not really planning, thinking, doing the things, and sometimes that feels a little immature. But I feel like this is really good energy the coming into the now. So let's go ahead and we're going to just keep going. We've got time here. So, what about the upcoming week? What do we have going on? What does the upcoming week have for us? So we're going to do our regular I haven't read with my black cat in so long. Okay, so tell us what we've got coming up for this week. Current situation, past and present influences. So we know what we're leaving, and we know we're going into the Fool. So current situation, please, is Four of Wands, which was a clarifier. So I'm going to move these over a little bit. Four of Wands, past influence. Yep, Page of Wands, present influence. Isn't that funny? Queen of Swords, negative. Lovers, positive. Sun, good. There's joy here. What you don't see. Seven of Cups. Okay, challenge. Six of Swords, what to watch for. King of Wands. I don't know. I remember King of Wands is my favorite, right? So future influence is the World. And outcome, I will just keep that right there. Anything after that? Okay, and advice. Ace of Pentacles, I think. And look at that. King of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. I swear these cards, sometimes you just go, oh my gosh. Got the King of Pentacles here and the King of Pentacles here. Okay. So, that's advice. Four of Wands. This is a coming together, just like in that. So I feel like the current situation is about coming together with something, somebody, a situation. I do feel like this page is definitely about a message. You've probably received some kind of message, probably in writing, but it could have been also verbal, that has kind of given you room to celebrate a little bit, to come together with something. I feel like the Queen of Swords in our present influence, I think we're taking some very logical steps right now. Like you're going in and you're going, okay, this is coming together. It's working, but what's the next step? What can I do logically? Planning my route, planning. But I think too that you will be influenced by being clear about your wants. Like you're going to be very clear because that Queen of Swords is definitely clear. And she says, this is what I need, this is what I want. The negative influence is Lovers, and I feel like could be someone in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover, but I feel like it's an expectation of a way you should feel. Not that it's a relationship, but that there's almost like this expectation that you should be in a place that you're not, like happy, not happy, because our positive influence is the Sun. But I feel like you feel like it's almost a false idea. I hope that makes sense. The positive influence is the sun. So this is really just about being happy and joyful, right? And that's going to carry a lot of weight this coming week. I think remember that. I always like to focus on our positive. We need to know about the negative, and more than anything, it's to get rid of it. Like put it aside. We don't need to focus on that negative, because if we do, then we go down a rabbit hole. But if we focus on the joy that's coming in and the joy that we have, or da 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 da, we can have a better outcome during the week. And I feel like that's totally what that is. And when we're doing a weekly reading, we want to focus on that this week. What's the joy? What's the happiness? What's the sunshine that's coming in? What we don't see is the Seven of Cups. The reminder you have choices. And this is a reminder too, like you're focused on the good stuff, and I think that's good. Know that there are choices that could lead you down, the dark space, but I think all in all, sometimes I don't see this as positive, that we're only looking in one area or one set of choices, but I do feel like it's good. I think we need to look at the positive choices. And I'm saying that because, for one, the sun in the positive influence is telling us to be positive and that we have this joy. And also, the lovers in the challenge to me, or the negative influence, is that, you know, look at the good stuff. Like, look for the good stuff. And I think that that's what you're going to be doing this coming week. You're not going to be, looking at the bad stuff as even choices, or the negative, not necessarily bad. Your challenge is the Six of Swords, and that's going to be knowing when to move forward with something. At some point, you're going to have to say, I need to move forward. I need to, um, go into smoother waters. I got to get out of this rocky water stuff. And I think with the Ace of Pentacles as the advice, to me, it says the same thing. This Ace of Pentacles is a ship, and he's at the front of it, and it's going, and it is going into a direction. And I think this correlates with the Fool, is you need to move forward onto new opportunities and new things, and understand that they are new. So when it's a little scary to leave what regardless if it's rocky or not, we're gonna move on into a better place. So, what to watch for is the King of Wands. This could be an energy, like just watch for the motivation, the energy, but I feel like it's a person. Not, and I don't, you don't have to go down the love angle, but I feel like there is going to be someone that's going to enhance you with the King of Wands energy of, you know, um, I got this, right? So, I feel like this person can make a difference in your life. So watch for this person. And I feel like it's work related, but it could be just in your personal life. It could be a church or a group that you go to, or there's someone, and it doesn't have to be a male, but whoever it is would be very strong if they're not a male. A very strong female energy. So your future influences the world. And that says that, sometimes things just come to a successful end. You're going to feel like shedding your skin. And what I love is that we go into, where is it? My Fool card on our other reading, because we go from the World to the Fool. And I feel like that's what this is. Understand when things are done and over, and when it's time to just move forward. And it's okay. Like, it's a good thing. And that's why the outcome is the Four of Swords. I feel like that whatever this situation is, you're going to look at the joy, because that's what the positive influence for the week is. But at the same time, I feel like with that Six of Swords as being the challenge, and the World being the future influence, we are starting something new. Something's coming to a completion. And I feel like the outcome is the Four of Swords, which means there should be some healing time involved with this. In other words, there's going to be taking a break. The thing that comes after this is the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like this could be something coming in, but it's just coming in kind of slowly. Now, with the destiny being the Fool, I do feel like there is a new adventure on the way. Um, but it may take a little bit of time. Again, this outcome doesn't mean that life stops because we're healing, but there could be something that we're going to have to heal from. And if we go back to what we're leaving, we had the Queen of Wands, the Magician, and the Three of Cups. So there probably was some kind of situation, excuse me, where you felt like you needed to, you know, it needed it needs to come to an end. But the energies, there's a lot of same energies here too with that King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and both of these. You've got the Four of Wands and the past influence up here, but clarifying the Fool down here. So, there is some similarities here. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. But that, and remember too, like you don't see the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of different choices. I think too, don't be so focused on one. And I think that's where the healing's going to come in, just taking that break. Because I think you're like ultra focused and maybe there's something else. And because you're ultra focused, you're not seeing the thing, and this little break might help with that. So I hope this resonated. I feel like it was a little bit. Anyway, it is what it is. So please hit the like button, comment if you choose, and I appreciate you all. I really do. Thank you, and have a beautiful day.